We survived Stockton, California. We weren't necessarily in the nicest neighborhood here, but we survived it. Went out for dinner, recommendation by the lady at the front desk. Interesting fire wings, something like that. Interesting concept. It was, not sure. We found a nice little brew pub afterwards. We probably should have gone there for food and everything, but anyhow, interesting place here. Let me just show you guys all the bikes. Cars that get fixed, bikes that get fixed. Quite interesting. Everywhere we went in Stockton, we saw the police surveillance videos set up. So anyhow, we're just gonna bummer back on the I-5. We're gonna try to put some grounds down today. Try to get to northern Portland or something like that. Maybe Vancouver. We'll see. We've got about a good 10-hour riding ahead of us. So down the road.
As mentioned at the hotel there in Stockton, we're just gonna head up on I-5. We're gonna try to make some good ground. Probably heading into Portland or northern Oregon, or perhaps even to Vancouver, Washington. It would be kind of cool to stay in Vancouver, Washington, and then tomorrow make it from Vancouver, Washington into Vancouver, BC in Canada. But anyhow, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we have about 10 hours ahead of us. At least 10 hours. It's a good, just under 1,000 miles. So we'll just see how it goes. It's definitely cooler, guys. It feels cooler. It's 29 degrees Celsius, and it feels actually pretty fresh. So I'm sure glad I put the long sleeve on. Of course, it also helps with protecting my arms. But once again, guys, look at the landscape, how everything is changing to more like what we used to do, from like the desert landscaping and everything like that. It's absolutely amazing. So we'll keep you on and off. We're gonna go to Sacramento again. Hopefully from this side there's a little bit of better view, and I can show you that, because there's some nice buildings in Sacramento as well, and it's also the capital. So we'll see how it turns out when we get there. How traffic is. We can see it is flowing, but it's definitely more traffic. We're definitely back in civilization, so to speak, than what we seen yesterday, going over those nice passes and everything. Once again, thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for watching this series. It was absolutely a blast to have you guys along here, and meeting the $1 Million Bogan, Perry, his riding mate, obviously Matt Laidlaw, and it's always awesome to see Stefan from Stefan's Garage as well. What a great fellow. So those guys riding, they went yesterday to Vegas, and they're gonna ride the nice back roads and everything, and eventually gonna end up in Sturgis. And I believe in Sturgis, that's when they all gonna meet up again, because Danny and Perry, they took a different route. And I'm definitely looking forward to see that series from those guys. And of course, always also Matt Laidlaw, because he's filming, and I'm pretty sure Stefan is filming as well. So there's another 3 content creator that gonna create some great shots and content in the next couple days and weeks for you guys to watch. So here we are. We're rolling once again through Sacramento, and let me turn it around. Here's that bridge where we came in, and it's downtown turn off right there, Chase Street. So right here, and like I said, I stayed at this Holiday Inn before with Shelly. But yeah, this is once again Sacramento. Pretty cool looking buildings everywhere as well. Nice bridges everywhere. Check it out, guys. So as you can see at the last gas stop, we actually geared up a little bit, not because it's cold, but it was definitely a little bit cooler, and it warmed up a little bit again. We're currently at 32 degrees Celsius, which I believe is around 84, 83. But anyhow, we just cruising in here to Red Bluff, so we slowly making our way up north for sure. Traffic is kind of like on and off, but it's flowing actually pretty nicely. Let me just turn it around. Even Jeff put his vest back on. There is a little bit of a wind to it, so the shirts were just flapping a little bit too much, so that's kind of like the main reason why we actually started to put some clothing back on. But yeah, so Red Bluff, and you know, we getting closer and closer to the Oregon border. We definitely see some Oregon license plate already, and actually just a little bit back there we passed a big semi truck that's from Surrey, BC. So we definitely start to see some familiar stuff again down here, meaning we're getting closer and the trip is slowly coming to an end. And just look at the whole landscape and how everything is changing. Well, like I said earlier, like once again, it's quite amazing how, you know, how fast it changes from being in the desert to being back in basically this environment again. Still warm, like I said, but definitely nothing like we had a few days back, you know, when we were in 49.9 degrees Celsius, and now we are basically back in 32. Currently at 34 degrees Celsius. Definitely warmed up, just the last little stretch here. Let me just turn it around to see if you guys can see the mountains or stuff in the back there. Jeff is about a few hundred meters ahead of me. There was some traffic back there. I couldn't pass the one car, but eventually I'll catch up to him. Yeah, here we are. Look at this, how everything starts to be nice and green and lush again. There is still some grassy or brown spots, but we can definitely feel it. And if you see in the back there the mountain with still lots of snow on top as well, it's probably not going to pick it up on the GoPro. It's too far out, but eventually we'll get there, or closer anyway. So, you know, it's been a good ride so far, traffic-wise, and we keep on rolling. We keep on putting the miles down. Like I always say, or like Adam Sandoval says, get off the couch and ride the damn bike. The couch will kill ya. Here we are, riding our bikes, heading back up north to Vancouver. So here's that Shasta Lake again, the bridge over the lake. And let me just show you guys. Look at the shoreline, the color of the shoreline. I don't think it's really, yeah, it looks like it's sandy. But a nice little lake on both sides here, some islands there as well. Check it out. And then you can see we're going up the hill there. But it looks like a fairly decent lake, and there's some boats out as well. Looks like people having a good time. Definitely in Northern California, and hence we starting to climb mountains again. Look at that, guys. I told you we're gonna get closer to the snow mountain there. Let me just put it up. Lemoyne Slate Creek Road. Let me move over. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's kind of hidden right behind it there now. But that mountain we saw earlier on is basically right behind there. And I'm sure once I come around the corner, you'll be able to actually see it really nice. I'm gonna try to unclip the camera so I can show you. We are currently at 1456 feet wise, and it's 93.2 Fahrenheit. So let me just see if I can show it to you guys. And definitely the wind picked up. You probably can hear it on the microphone how noisy it's becoming. It's because of all the wind here. But let me just see I should be coming around the corner here, and hopefully we get a little bit of better view. Maybe not. I was hoping we can see it really nicely right here, but where did it go? It almost like it disappeared. I can feel the temperature going down because we are higher up and the snow there, but somehow the mountain disappeared. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did he go? He was right there. So let me just show you guys. Right there. So hopefully you guys can see that. So we're fairly high up once again, and we can see there the mountain. Here we are, we're rolling into Wairika in Northern California. Actually early on we pulled over, we gassed up on Mount Shamba. Gassed up there, had a drink, and now we're rolling into Wairika. So shortly after we're gonna hit the Oregon state line. This is pretty much the last bigger town. I think there's a couple smaller ones, but bigger town before we cross over to the Oregon border or state line. Like I said, we stayed here a few times before too, so you can actually make it from here to Vancouver in a day ride, but of course we have 2:45 in the afternoon, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to push ourselves. Like I said, we probably do Portland. It would be kind of cool to stay in Vancouver, Washington, as I mentioned it. But there used to be a Harley dealership too there, but when we looked it up, it doesn't look like it exists anymore. So that would be kind of like, you know, get a t-shirt from Harley-Davidson, Vancouver, Washington. But if it's not there, what can we do? Anyhow, guys, let me just turn it around. Again, we came over the pass there. We're 3,900 feet, I believe, the top, and then we came down, nice little plateau, and now we're gonna go up again, and like I said, pretty shortly we come to the border or the state line. I keep it saying border, it's the state line. Again, traffic moves really good, so you know, we're making up some really good time. And interesting enough, the further up we come, the more bikes we actually start to see, where before south of California, whatever, we barely seen any bikes. So now we actually get to see some bikes again. And here is actually on the left the Best Western, the hotel we stayed before, as I mentioned on the way down. So again, I turned the camera on as I'm not 100% sure. It's been so long, it's coming up here somewhere, so I turned it on to show you guys where it is, and we should come up pretty shortly here. Hence I turned it on and I just let it roll, as I don't want to miss it. But it should be just coming up here, as far as I recall from last time, that it's coming right up here. Again, and look at the view. We're climbing back up from down the plateau up into the mountains, and again, this is basically southern Oregon, or we're gonna come into Oregon and Northern California, so a whole different area than where we were in, and also weather-wise, it's quite amazing the differences. if I'm correct, it should be just around the corners here. Let me turn it around. We don't want to miss it this time. I believe there's a sign right here. I believe. Unless this is just for winter warning. Let me just see what it says. Traffic tune in. No, that was just for, again, the winter with the snow. Because again, we are climbing back up again. Let me just see where we at. We're back to 3,000 feet, so we're definitely coming back up again. And what is this sign saying here? Vista Point. And again, here on this pass, you always have to be careful, guys, because the truck's actually passing trucks. So you always have to be aware, because they are pulling over to the left lane to pass slower moving trucks. Must be quite wrong from my memory, so let me turn it off. I turn it back on when we get close, but I thought it's right here somewhere. So again, I just turned the camera on because there's some tourist information here, and I believe we're coming to it, to the state line here. Oh, look at that nice river on the right here. Beautiful. Try to kind of zoom out on the Harley map here, but it doesn't let me zoom out enough that I can see where the line is. And then afterwards, I believe there's a sign coming. We have something over 300 miles to Portland. Let me see if it shows Portland on here. No, Ashland and Medford. I think Portland will be probably about around 320 miles. And again, look at this nice scenery here. And that's what I meant when I said earlier on, guys, like through here is still nice riding, even if it's a pretty good built out highway, but it's still kind of beautiful to come riding through here. This view, kind of like on top of a ridge again. And then it goes kind of like down. Again, I'm trying to get you guys the state line here, but it's not coming. So I don't know if I should let the camera roll or if I should turn it off. I'm afraid I turn it off, I'll miss it. So I'm not sure if I turned the camera on fast enough, this one on my helmet, but we just came into Oregon. Oregon welcomes you. I may just missed it. It was just a small little sign on the side, but anyhow we made it. So welcome into Oregon, and immediately the temperature dropped, which is again, it's welcoming. I mean, we're still talking 88 Fahrenheit and we're at 3,500. So anyhow, back into Oregon, and like I said, around 300 miles to Portland. So we still have a little bit of travel to do here, and we'll take you along. Like I said, the next nice thing will be Grants Pass, and then past Grants Pass will be pretty flat, as you guys seen it. So I'm probably not going to film too much there. I'll turn it on and off around Grants Pass and show you one more time. So as you can see, we're going uphill. That means we are rolling into Grants Pass, the actually town of Grants Pass. And after that, we are actually gonna do the Grants Pass. And like I said, that's a nice stretch here in Oregon. We just had a long stretch of basically straight and, you know, a little bit up and down, but nothing major. But again, here's the town of Grants Pass, and then be able to enjoy the nice route. And then that's it. Basically, after it's just straight, guys. But look at the view, how nice it still is. We are 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And again, we're trying to make our way into Portland and stay there for the night. So we still have a little bit of ground to cover here, but it's absolutely a beautiful day. And the way it looks like, guys, by the time we make it home back tomorrow to Vancouver, we had another successful trip with no rain. I mean, can't beat that, guys. If you're on a motorcycle trip and you had not one drop of rain, that's awesome. That doesn't happen every year, let me tell you. We've been rained on, snowed on, in sandstorms, absolutely everything. So to have a 9 days trip with no rain, that's awesome. Again, to the left of myself here, let me just take the camera. It's basically the town of Grants Pass. And now we're gonna start to climb all the way up and down, up to the valley or the ridge and the pass itself here, and showing the nice corners. Like I said, it's no twisties like we did yesterday or the day before, but it's still a nice pass to ride. Here we are on the Grants Pass, just carving the corners and showing our time. Like I said, there's quite a bit of traffic here, so we just have to go with the flow. Once in a while, the people pulling over and letting us go. But it's definitely nothing like California, where the drivers let you pass them easily, where they're even moving aside so you can lane split, or they're moving over when they see bikes coming. Oregon is totally different when it comes to that. But anyhow, let me show you some of the view here, because like I said, it's a gorgeous pass, well built, that you can go very nicely here, like moving. Like I said, we got some traffic in front of us, but it's still nice. And that's, now we're kind of going to be stuck here, and that's kind of normal here in Oregon. And as you guys can see, this car is just not moving over. So here we go, we have Portland, 229 miles. Again, we are just making our way there and enjoying the gorgeous day today on Saturday. Just look at over there, guys. The valley. Like I said, nice corners, nice curves. You just need to slow down a little bit, but you can definitely nicely ride them out. Beautiful. Again, look at the view. Here you are, like you see now a truck in the left lane, who just passed that one, so that's what I meant. You have to be careful, especially coming downhill or on a corner. You could have a truck in front of you. there you have it. We pretty much did the nice part of Grants Pass. There's still a couple going up and down, but the nice part is definitely over. As you can see, let me turn it around. So now we basically just going straight again. Again, not much happening after here. The beautiful section is finished. And so there's a couple more corners. We're gonna come lower down. We're currently at 477 meters. We're gonna come further down, and then from there on it's basically just straight. Hope you guys enjoyed that. The Grants Pass once again. There's just over 200 miles now to Portland. So again, the next time I probably turn on the camera, it's in and out around Portland, as you know, there's not much else to see in between. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment below how you like this series and how you like the video so far. And hopefully you guys enjoyed meeting the $1 Million Bogan, Perry, his riding mate from Australia, obviously Matt Laidlaw from Laidlaw Harley-Davidson, and of course once again Stefan from Stefan's Garage. This is Roseburg, guys, in Oregon, and it is just after 5 o'clock. So again, we still have a little bit of a stretch to go. We basically have pretty much all of Oregon to make our way up, but you know, it's still a beautiful evening. It's nice and warm, nice, actually perfect temperature almost. The bikes are running nicely at this temperature. Don't really have any issues. Jeff somehow is not connecting to his Sena again, so I'm assuming that's why he's pulled over. We are just rolling to Eugene, and if you remember from when we started and got down here to California, Eugene is actually the town where we stayed the first night. So we're just rolling through here. There was just a sign for the University of Eugene, or the University of Oregon in Eugene in downtown. And so yeah, we're just cruising through. There's a couple exits here, and if you remember, that's where we went to that beer garden, beer something that had all those food trucks in the back. Well, that was really nice and good. So we made it back up here where we started last basically Saturday. So but again, we're gonna keep on going here. We're gonna go Portland, or at least that's the plan. At this point, or at the last gas stop, we still said we're gonna do Portland. But as you guys can see here, Eugene, 1/4 mile, and rolling back into Portland. City center is just ahead of us. Hopefully it's not too dark. I mean, it is 8 o'clock at night. Like I told you guys in the morning, we're gonna have a full day of riding. We just had to pull over and do one more gas stop before actually coming in here. But let me just turn the camera around here. Again, here's that gondola that goes up the mountain. Hopefully you can see that, and the downtown core and everything. So it's pretty cool here. It looks pretty dark on the camera, so hopefully I can enhance that a little bit. But look at this, guys. Again, here is that gondola that goes up there, and then we got some of the downtown core here, the tower, and goes up. I actually never did that. Like I said, I never really stayed in Portland or anything, so I'm not sure, but this is going to be a first tonight. So here we are, made it in safe to Portland. 8 o'clock at night. We'll find a place, and I'm definitely gonna need to eat something. Didn't really have anything besides the breakfast and some snacks. But look at this bridge again, once again, guys. It's couple levels under, people going underneath, over. It's absolutely amazing. And then there's more bridges over there. Bridges everywhere here. It's quite amazing when you come into Portland. Again, have a look downtown. look at those bridge system here. Better clip it back on here. So yeah, I don't know if we may gonna go a little bit further. We'll see. So guys, here's basically the bridge, and as soon as we cross this bridge, we are in Washington. And again, the first town here is basically Vancouver, Washington, not Vancouver, BC. As soon as we come over here. Let's just see a little bit there. It's hard to see because of the metal one. And here we go. Welcome to Vancouver, Washington. Looks like there's a nice little waterfront and everything happening here as well. Like I said, it's getting a little bit dark. I think we're gonna make a little bit more up here just to make some grounds. I'm not too sure how far. It's 8 o'clock. Definitely gonna need to eat something, but we'll keep you posted and definitely bring you along tomorrow when we make the last little stretch of our journey.